Iraq is a great and beautiful country. Actually, in Iraq, you can find everything. There's mountains, there's 2 great rivers, sand, farms, and Iraq is a very rich country. He have everything. Iraq has everything. My father was a musician, very professional saz player, but he didn't want me to be a musician because as he always was saying, the music is very difficult life, especially in our country, in Iraq. So he didn't teach me anything directly. But always he was singing and playing music, so I tried to catch many things, yeah. At last he said, all right, it's your life, go and find whatever you want to do. So I took my bags and traveled to Baghdad and start studying music, and that was the first day I find myself in a right way to be a professional musician.
The best music comes from exploring the unexplored. If you do open your mind, this is how new kinds of music are invented. I'm a composer, classical composer, violinist, sometime guitarist, with major stimulus being my father's classical record collection. This is how I became interested or quite passionate about classical music, just simply by listening to it from a very young age. That's one side of my musical background, and the other side of my musical background is that I had reasonable skills as a guitarist, and I decided I'm going to go play in bands. We had formed this group called The Naturals. We ended up getting a record contract with Mushroom Records and moved to Sydney. After about a year of very, very hard work in Sydney, we imploded and broke up. That's probably where I decided to return to my own personal musical roots with classical music and form the Ragadols.
The biggest work for me was the work about Jesus. You know the story that take him to a cross, and yeah. It was 2000 when I conducted that orchestra. The musicians, I used to work with the musicians from Iraqi Symphony Orchestra. We make 4 shows. The fourth one, the last one, was in my village in Al-Qosh, and there was about 30,000 people there. The musicians, most of them was Muslims, and they played with happiness, and they played very well, and they wanted this orchestra work to be more known from all people, so they tried and asked me to go around the world. But that time was very difficult for Iraqi passport to get any visa. Anyway, that work was a good start for me. After the wars that happened in Iraq, many of my people are fled from Iraq and go around the world.
I believe as much as that we need to have multiculturalism, we need to have multicultural music. And for me, who I think musically all the time, there's music in my head all the time, it's a whole bunch of fresh ideas. It opens up so many new opportunities. I think that that kind of approach should be reflected in society, because we look at people coming from different backgrounds, different cultural backgrounds from around the world. We don't need to be afraid. They add so much to our community. I'm cooking for Yusuf a Thai green curry. I'm guessing that it's a type of food that is not something that Yusuf has eaten often. And it's a curry that uses only fresh ingredients. There's no dried spices. I'm boiling coconut milk, which is going to reduce it down, and eventually what happens is it becomes very thick and it becomes oil, and then you fry the spices in that. I cut up shallots, lemongrass, chilies, which come from my garden, add the chicken, some crushed up kaffir lime leaves, which come from my garden.
I know David very well as a musician, and I know the way he's working with the music. And I think he knows me very well. Yeah, we will enjoy our dinner together. And he will like our food, Iraqi food. I'm thinking about biryani. You know biryani, it's rice and meat. Yeah, some vegetables. Actually, I'm not a good cooker, but maybe I can make some eggs, maybe tea. But salad, I'm good with salad, yeah. I can do some salad, Iraqi salad. Put different things. Sometimes I'm putting something like fantasia, you know?
Hello! Yusuf, hi.
Hi.
Here we are. Wow.
Yeah, let me help you with this.
Yeah, thank you.
So, did you like the house?
Yes, amazing. It's like quite a palace.
This rice need to put in microwave too?
Yes, please. Yeah.
For 2 minutes again?
Yeah,
or?
I reckon a couple of minutes, because it should be a little bit warm already.
3 minutes.
That's fantastic.
Biryani.
Yeah.
Cheers. 3,000 or 4,000 years ago, they discovered that in my civilization, there was orchestra. There was about 40 to 50 musicians that are playing music with brasses and strings. And they discovered there was notes, music notes. They were writing their music.
I took notes of your tuning, the way that you tuned the oud, and I tuned my guitar. I tuned my guitar to those same notes. And unfortunately, because the bottom string is tuned quite high, yes, I broke my bottom string.
This is Arabic. It's near to the flat. The Turkish. Me and David are similar as a musician. We love music. I think we know how to work with the music and to make new music. I like the way we understand each other and respect the music that becomes from my side or from his side. I believe that music is the only one language we can talk around the world.